Guys, welcome back. My name is Rob, and today I want to talk to you about my new adventure. Let's see, will this stay right there? I think it will. So guys, my new adventure, first off, if you come over from my other channel, Rob Artie, where I do all the car stuff, thank you so much for following this over here and checking out what I got going on. But if you pick me up on the Dumpsters 101 page or Facebook or Instagram, I guess. Yeah, Facebook or Instagram. Thanks so much for clicking on the video and checking it out. I just want to share with you guys what I got going on, what is new to me, and kind of what the future holds. So, yeah, let's look at that. So obviously that I'm on the Dumpsters 101 page. It's dumpsters, right? That's what I'm doing. So for the longest time, I've had like an entrepreneurial spirit where I really wanted to get into business and like point my life that direction, but nothing ever lined up. Nothing came together that just worked until this. For some reason, all the stars lined up and it's just ticking off. So I don't know what you believe in or who you believe in or if anybody, but I think that this was the right time for me and that God kind of lined everything up for this specific opportunity for me. So let's get out of the truck and I'll show you what I got. Well guys, here it is. Here's my setup. Load trail, 14,000-pound trailer and 2 bins. And it's getting cobwebby. I've had it sitting here for a few days. So I just bought these and I picked them up in Tennessee and drug them back up here. I'll give you a little walk around. And where we are standing right now is my yard. It's my backyard. My house is up there, and then my shop and stuff. And then so I've got room to grow and to store. So my property goes to that tree line over there and then back there. It's only 2 acres. It's not a whole bunch, but it's big enough for everything, and it's going to work out nice. The guy I bought it from was actually the contractor that built this subdivision, and he stored all his equipment back here. So this backyard's getting a second lease on storing equipment. So these 2 cans and the 14,000-pound trailer is what I got. Load trail, picked it up from 10 trailers in Tennessee. And I was really happy with those guys. Those guys have been great. And this trailer is great. I like the way it operates. It's simple. It's pretty intuitive. The build quality on the trailer is good. Build quality on the bins is good, except for I've had one problem. I want you to look at this. So on the can, they have this part of the bracket on the can, that part of the bracket on the door, and what that does is it allows the door to swing all the way open, like parallel with the side, and I can grab the safety chain here. Well, when they built this can, whatever apprentice they had on top of this building this can did it backwards. So these doors do not swing. I get 200 degrees out of them maybe, and then they bind up. It hits right up here, and the safety chain doesn't catch. So I contacted 10 trailers. They contacted Load Trail. Load Trail sending me a check to have it fixed and a new set of brackets. So I'm gonna do it myself, but they're gonna compensate me for the time and give me the equipment to do it. So that was good, and that actually works easier for me because I don't want to drive all the way back to Tennessee to swap this thing out. So if you're familiar with these, it looks like just a typical winch, which I was kind of surprised. This has got a Made in America sticker. I thought it would be a China special on the winch. And then all the standard electronics. It's got a battery push tester deal. Tell you where the battery level is on both of these. Deep cycle batteries, and then your regular magnetic up-down deal here. And then for the winch, it has a solar panel there and a Smitty-built winch. And I just noticed it, but it looks like it's bolted in here crooked. There's a gap here and not much of a gap there, but that doesn't matter. My battery over here, super low it says, but it said that since I got it. But which is odd because this battery is showing lower and it's got the solar tender on it. But anyways, there it is. And of course it's gooseneck. And here's what we got to pull it all. It's 2016 Ram 2500 with the Cummins turbo diesel. And I just put in the BW, there it goes. I just put in the turnover ball. That was a total pain to install. Total pain to install that, but it works great. And yeah, so that's my setup. Let's get back in the truck. It is hot out here. I'm in North Alabama and it's 97 today with the heat index. And I don't know if you know about the South, but it's a little moist down here. So it's kind of uncomfortable. Let's get back in the truck and chat. Okay, so, whoo, it's a little warm. So that's my setup. And I'm going to offer roll-off dumpster services to my county and surrounding counties that aren't too far off. So the lay of the land here, the counties in Alabama are small. I'm from a state where the counties are like it takes hours to get through them. But the counties here are all super small. So if I did like a 40-mile radius around my house, I could probably hit 3 counties. So yeah, that's the idea. I've got a lot of contacts in new construction and remodels and things like that, who's probably going to be my initial customers. Of course, I'm concerned about the typical stuff with the weight of like roofing and concrete and things of that nature. But I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna learn this trade and this business as I go. And I think that's part of it. That kind of comes with the business education you get when you decide to jump into business. So that's the plan. So my deal with getting into this business initially, so I, like everybody, I don't think my story is any different than any of your guys's. I wanted to get into this to be more in charge of my time. I have a full-time job and it's a great job. I'm a air ambulance helicopter pilot in a couple counties over, and I work a week on, week off schedule. So I fly for a week of day shift, and then I'll fly for a week of days, and then I'm off a week, and then I fly for a week of nights. And that schedule has allowed me so much free time. It's fantastic, in that if I don't take advantage of the schedule with running a business or doing something else, it's just kind of foolish on my part. So I have the time, number one. Number two, I want my own time back. I feel like, although I do have a good career that is, it pays well and it's provided me a lot of cool, like great, comfortable things, I'm not in charge. It's like I still got to answer the phone when it rings. I'm at their beck and call. If I make a decision, I have to answer for it and all this other stuff. And I hope that doesn't sound too petty, but I want to be in charge of what I do. And for me, it's not about I'm okay with giving up flying. My goal is to grow this thing into something where I have to do it full time, because it doesn't make sense not to. So if my flying is in the way, well, that's fine. Goodbye flying. I've been flying for 13 years now, and I could wake up tomorrow, never get in the cockpit again, and I will be fine. I'm not one of those guys that's like, I wanted to fly since I was a little boy, and that's fine. That's cool. I don't care. It provides for my family, and it's fun. But I've also had a lot of years of working hard, and I like working hard, and it feels good, and it's enjoyable to me. But what has always intrigued me is business and running my own business. So that's what I'm going to attempt with the roll-off business. So guys, I'm going to keep this one short, just kind of an introduction. I am going to continually add videos to this channel on this business, and hopefully you can watch it grow, watch me make mistakes, and learn from them. And I think one of the most useful tools on YouTube is the fact that you can interact with viewers and get feedback, and I really, really like that. I like the thing we got going on Dumpsters 101 and how everyone's positive and they interact with each other. Now I know when you get onto YouTube, it's a little more faceless and nameless, so there's some pricks on there, and that's fine. I get it on my other channel all the time. and that's actually linked in the description. If you like hot rods and old cars and stuff, please check that out. It's a lot of fun shop stuff. I'm pointing over there because my shop's right there, but check that out. Anyways, I want that interaction. So if you're seeing something I'm doing that is dumb or smart or whatever, or there's a way I could do it better, please let me know. My goal here is not to show you how well I'm doing. My goal here is to show you how I'm learning and progressing in this business. And with all the people doing well in this business, and man, I don't know, what I'm trying to say is I think it's all attitude. I think that if you have the right mindset and the fortitude to make this thing successful, there's no real reason anyone should fail. I know there are sometimes circumstances that are outside of your control, like sometimes counties get into waste management moratoriums where you cannot pull garbage in that county, and there are things like that. But then there are other ways that you can put your equipment to work and work around these things. But anyways, someone told me one time that the two things on business. A guy I used to work for in a helicopter company, it was circling the toilet. And I asked him, I said, John, when are you going to quit, dude? When are you going to pull the plug? And when are we going to just roll up the rug here and be done? And he says, when I'm totally out of money and I'm broke. And I said, well, how much money do you have left? And he says, I got $1 million left in the bank. $1 million sounds like a lot unless you're flying helicopters. $1 million is nothing. And he just did not know how to quit. And that is what he was trying to impress on me. And today he is killing it. He's doing good. He's purchased another company. He's going, leaps and bounds above what he was doing because of this next thing I'm going to say. My other buddy who is in business, he's in advertising and marketing and all this other stuff. He said that business is about pain tolerance. And while it can be less or more painful based on the decisions you make, I think that's probably accurate as well. It's about pain tolerance and not giving up. Now I'm lucky because for me, I have a full-time job. So it's like if this works out or not, my bills are paid. But hang on one second. Sorry about that. So what I was saying is if my bills are paid or not, depends on my daily job, but I don't care. I want to work this into my full-time thing. I want my business to be my full-time deal. So that's an advantage, but I think a disadvantage is for guys that throw themselves all into business and they're 110% into it, failure is not an option. And that is awesome because when you can't fail, when you can't afford to fail, like you become so much more creative and intuitive and just sharper on things because that is not an option. So one of my struggles is going to be I need to remove my safety blanket of a job from my mind and just give this business 110% and trick myself into saying it's all or nothing. And again, kind of jumping around, but going back to one of the reasons I started this business, I wanted to leave my kids something, even if it's just an opportunity to be employed through me or make a little extra money or do whatever. I wanted to be able to provide that for them because the world we are growing up in, or the world they're growing up in, is different than the world we grew up in. And the opportunities are different and everything is different. And the more I can do for them to prepare and provide, the better I'm going to be. I'm not a wealthy guy. I don't have college, funds set aside for I got like community college money. I do not have like Ivy League college money. And secret between you and me, out of all the kids in my family, I'm doing the best and I'm the least educated. I'm financially more stable and well off than anybody, and I have the least amount of formal education. So take that for what it's worth. I think that's the direction the world's going in, and what you can do and what you can create up here is better and more valuable to a society as a whole rather than the piece of paper that you got for going to XYZ university and studying whatever. But your opinion may vary, your mileage may vary on that. That's fine. That's my personal experience in my 40 years of walking this earth and making money. I have been way more fortunate to make money using the skills that I've given myself, and you know what I'm saying. You're picking up what I'm putting down. It's not a paper college world anymore. It's just not. Ask Elon Musk. He says the same thing. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video and listening to me ramble. I'm gonna try and keep this thing short. I'm gonna edit it down so it's just the poignant pieces. Anyways, long story short, I got a full-time job. I'm starting a dumpster rental business. It's for my family, it's for my kids. Watch me as I learn and fall on my face and hopefully succeed. And please give me your feedback, and any help, direction, or anything is much, much appreciated. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this, and I hope you hit the subscribe button, like, comment on this thing. It would really mean a lot to motivate me to keep going forward with these videos and everything. I think we can do a lot of good together. We can learn from each other, and we can help each other's business. One thing I've heard a long time ago, sticks in the brain, is a rising tide raises all ships, and I think that applies here. So thanks so much, guys. We'll see you soon.